fantastic humans. It is I, Damsel, here with the part 2 of the top 10 Tinder do's and the top 10 Tinder don'ts. We're going to go ahead and do a continuation of the top 10 Tinder do's, and then next week we're going to do part 3 of the top 10 Tinder don'ts. We're actually going to start with the don'ts next week, and I think that one might be a little bit more popular because a lot of people want to know what they should do and what they shouldn't do. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a recap of what we talked about last week. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to kind of list them off. Also, a huge thank you to everybody who has been liking and sharing and subscribing. I have 12 subscribers. Crazy. Super excited. If you guys haven't actually checked out my channel and just kind of watch these on Facebook, totally fine, totally understandable. I also do gaming videos. Most of the ones that I upload are like 2 to 3 hours long because I just stream on Twitch and then upload them without even trying to edit them or anything like that. So if you guys just want to go ahead and after this video or even during the video, like, comment, subscribe, that would be great because you guys are fantastic humans and I love you guys so much. Much love for you guys. I'm probably going to try to edit this video. I don't know how well that'll work. I've never done editing before. So first I'm going to upload it, and yes, it's going to look weird. It's going to look awkward. And then when I get home tonight is when I'm probably going to edit it, because I do have to work tonight. Sad face. Anyway, so I want to go ahead and just get right to it. We're going to go ahead and recap the top 5 Tinder do's that we did last week in part 1. And I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too. I'm still learning. Number 1 is swipe right on whoever you feel like swiping right on. I think that is super important, and I think that it's great. Number 2 is super like, because I love super like, and if somebody super likes you, Tinder lets you know, and then you can just swipe left until you find the one that super liked you. I know that's a really douche move, but that's kind of what I do, so sorry not sorry. Number 4, say exactly what you are looking for in your bio. I feel like that is really important because a bio can tell you a lot about a person. Number 5 is have good conversation. Having good conversation is great. You learn about the person, and if you don't have good conversation on the app, it might be pretty difficult to have it off the app. Just be sure to have good conversation. And now this is going to bring us to our second part or second portion of the top 10 Tinder do's. We're going to go ahead and start and just go right into it. Number 6 is if you want to talk to them not on Tinder, I highly recommend downloading the free app Kik. It's spelled K-I-K. I think it's a great app. I've been using it for years to get in contact with friends who have moved. Still upset, still bitter. Cough, if you watch this video, you know who I'm talking to. I really enjoy Kik. It's also how I keep in contact with my Xbox buddies to figure out when we're on and when we're off. The only thing you really have to worry about on Kik is bots. So that's like people comment or people messaging you and they're like, hey, I'm single, want to do things? And you're just like, no, you're not a real person. But that's fine. You can totally block them and never have to talk to them again. And it's kind of the same concept with Tinder. I have given out my number before, and that's actually on my don'ts because some bad shit has happened with giving out my number. But I will explain that, so don't worry. That'll be next week in part 3. Number 7. Ask questions. Like, what brings you to Tinder? Why are you here? Just any questions like that. I feel like those questions are super important because then you get to know the person, you get to know more about them, and you get to kind of figure out them. I also don't really understand why the question, why are you on Tinder, is taboo, because a lot of the times when I ask that question, people are like, excuse me, and I'm like, just a question. Are you here for a hookup? Are you here for a date? Are you here for companionship? Are you here for anything of that that's not a relationship? It's good to know and it's good to figure out. Number 8, try to pick pictures that are recent. This is really important, guys. This is so important. I mean, I have some pretty old pictures on my Tinder, but they're only like a couple years old, like 1 or 2 years old, and honestly, that's just because I haven't really taken pictures of myself or, you know, the selfies. But I do know people who specifically... Well, apparently this video is pretty boring. I do know people who specifically take selfies and put them on Tinder for Tinder. And you know what? That's totally okay. I just sometimes don't have time. I mean, I have time. Maybe I just don't like to. Not quite sure. Pick pictures that are recent. Super important. Very important. I really can't stress that enough. Please. try to pick pictures that are recent, guys. Number 8, pick pictures that are recent. Number 9, pick pictures that you can see. A lot of the guys that I see on Tinder, their pictures are awful. They're pixelated. I can barely see them. And also, just to kind of slip this in there, which is also a Tinder don't that I'm actually going to add because I just realized it, pick pictures that are you and not in group pictures, because I hate trying to figure out which one you are when you have nothing but group pictures. Like, are you this guy, are you this guy, or are you this guy? I'll talk more in that detail about the don'ts, but, like, seriously, guys, pick pictures that you can see. It's important. And now it brings us to number 10. Number 10 is probably my favorite because I put a lot of thought into it and I wanted to kind of figure out, what I should put. And what I put down for number 10 is be yourself. This is your life. This is your relationship. This is you trying to figure out something. It's important, I personally, I have standards. And when I say be yourself, I mean don't lower those standards. Everybody has standards for a reason, whether it's the backstory that they have with relationships or it's just in general. The minute you lower those standards is the minute that you're settling, and I personally don't believe that anybody should settle. If you have to go through those 20 guys to find the right one, then you go through those 20 guys. It's not my right to judge you. And that guy who was your 21st guy, if he has those standards that you uphold, then you go for it. Because nobody has the right to tell you that you're doing something wrong or that you're doing something right. So guys, those are the top 10s. I'm actually going to go through all of them really quick. So, bear with me. Number 1, swipe right on whoever you feel like swiping right on. Number 2, super like. Super like. I love super like. Number 3, never be afraid to message first. Number 4, say exactly what you're looking for in your bio. Super important, guys. Like, really, really important. Number 5, have good conversation. Also really important. Yes, you guys are going to kind of see me look down sometimes, but I keep looking down because I have my stuff right here. So, yep. Number 6, if you want to talk to them not on Tinder, go ahead and download Kik. I'm sure there are other free messaging apps. This is just the one that I personally have. If you guys know of other free messaging apps, please put them in the comments. Let me know, and I'll definitely, try to figure it out. Number 7 is ask questions like, why are you on Tinder? What do you like? What do you not like? If you're just in it for sex, biggest turn on, biggest turn off. Just a little bit of, the examples that you can probably encounter on Tinder. Number 8 is try to pick pictures that are recent. Super important, guys. Please? Please. Number 9 is try to pick pictures that you can see. Also extremely important. And like I said, we're going to talk about the other one in the Tinder don'ts, but not group pictures. Those are so hard to figure out which one you are. And then, of course, number 10, be you. Do you. Be whoever you want to be. Set your standards as high as you think they should be. And don't let anybody, and trust me, guys, I mean anybody, tell you otherwise. So, guys, those are the top 10 Tinder do's, and I'm really excited for part 3 come next week. Yes, this is 3 in American Sign Language. I do know American Sign Language. But part 3 is going to be coming at you next week. I am going to try to upload sooner because I feel like with segments, I should probably do them more consecutively instead of waiting a whole week and blah, 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 blah. So definitely check out my video next week. Like I said, part 3, and that's when we're actually going to start the top 10 Tinder don'ts. And just like this, we're going to do the first 5, and then we're going to do the last 5. So I'm really excited, and you guys are fantastic. You guys are amazing. Also, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, hit those buttons, give them some love. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitch. I do try to do live streaming every single night. I do play Call of Duty Black Ops 3, typically multiplayer. I feel like I'm going to try to maybe play the campaign. Yes, Bree, I'm going to try to play the campaign. But I am going to try. So, I mean, we'll see. Kit Harington is actually in Infinite Warfare. He's in the campaign, so, I mean, I'm solely buying that game because Kit Harington and Game of Thrones. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I loved making it. I went through a lot of different takes, and this video is actually going to be my first edited video. So bear with me. I'm still learning. Yes, there will be captions. Yes, all the awkwardness will be gone. Actually, the awkwardness will still be there. But anyway, I love you guys. You guys are fantastic humans. Thank you so much for everything. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And I really hope you guys stay fantastic. I love you guys. damsel out. I think that was better.